here's the intro. It's the Australian tag, and my background is falling down. You can probably hear birds and stuff in the background. I'm pretty much not far from the bush. There's a crow. Bloody thing. Anyways. So which state do I live in? Well, I drew a little map on a piece of paper. And I live in Western Australia. And birds still going. What state have you visited around Australia? I've visited New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia, where I live anyways. Queensland. This is pretty rough of what the idea that it's not really accurate where these cities that I visited, but Brisbane, is in Queensland. I went there for the 2010 New Year's function for my church. Sydney is in New South Wales. Wagga Wagga is a little place. Sydney is like a huge, you obviously know, it's a huge city. Wagga Wagga is a little town. They get a lot of floods there. Melbourne, which is in Victoria, I went there to go party and stuff. They got expensive shops there. Perth, that's where I live. And I've visited all the way around this coast of Western Australia. So I've been to Wongan Hills, where I've lived for 3 years of my early childhood. Esperance, where I've pretty much gone on holidays and stuff. Visited family, friends. Port Hedland, went there to go visit holidays and stuff. Visit mates of mine. Mates of mates of mine. Broome. That's all around the Kimberleys. I've been to Kununurra, I've been to Derby. I used to work in Derby for a year. I visited Kununurra for like 2 days. I visited Broome, and I worked in Argyle at a mine site for 2 years. And so my hair is cut short because I donated it to cancer. So in my other video you can probably just see it like it's all big and stuff and tied up. But anyways, so that's the states that I've visited. And do you order at Boost Juice? No-ish. I get watermelon. What do I order at Boost Juice? I get watermelon. What would I prefer? Supre, Valley Girl, Cotton On, Sports Girl, or Dotty? I prefer Supre because it's probably more valuable than Valley Girl, Cotton On, Sports Girl, and Dotty. I prefer Supre because it's valuable, and then they're good enough clothes to wear it going out everyday activities or everyday occasions. And who is my favourite Australian actor or actress? I would have to say Heath Ledger, because he is from Perth. And it was really funny because when I saw him, I think it was the first movie that I noticed him on was the 10 Things I Hate About You, and his face looked so familiar. I was like, man, that guy's face looks really familiar, where have I seen that face? But it's because he was on a series show called Ship to Shore. So yeah, and I just leave it at Heath Ledger. I've always admired him, and I think it's because he passed away as well. You get a lot of memories with people that do pass away. So anyways, describe your formal night in high school. Man, high school was pretty like for the formal, they had rap music. This is back in 2001, 1999 and 2002. I think I went to the school formals. Yeah, they had rap music. I guess the fashion was not like how people dress now. These days, like, it was a bit plain. Like, people didn't even try to dress up as much in 1999, especially in Perth. You know, like, Perth is a bit behind in I guess out of Melbourne and Sydney and Brisbane and all that stuff. We're pretty behind. Like, it's a pretty country place, but it's a city as well. But I don't know why they keep it like that. Anyways, yeah, I can't remember because it was such a long time ago. I'm sorry. Do you like Vegemite? When other people have it, I have it. So, and if I'm really hungry, I don't mind it with a cup of tea. I like it with toast. Anything else is nasty. Have you ever seen or petted a kangaroo? Yes. I've seen a lot of kangaroos and I've petted a lot of kangaroos. Have you ever seen the Sydney Harbour Bridge? Yes. Because I had to go through there. I had to transfer through to Sydney to Los Angeles to San Francisco because my mum lives in America, and I went there with one of my relationships that I was in for a year and a half. Like, we both went together with my ex. Yeah, and he showed me around, and that was in 2009. Long time ago. Do you say mate? Yes. I was with my mate the other day. We were just hanging out having a yarn. Yarn means like talk. I talk a lot of mate, g'day stuff. Not really, but I think I do, comparing to the people that how they talk in the city in Perth. Like, they have a way of talking more proper in the city. I guess that makes sense. But when you're up north in the Kimberleys, they talk a bit more Aussie slang. And yeah, like, this is Derby pretty much is the place where it's a remote little town where I stayed for a year. And you know, you got the thing like the Derby Pier. This is a sort of, you know, a painting or whatever you call it on a sheet. This is a Christmas present given to one of my mates, and he is from Derby. I don't know if I've seen that. That is the longest trough. I have not seen that. A boab tree, I have seen that. The horizontal falls. No, I have not seen that. But if you want to see all this stuff, it's in the Kimberleys in Western Australia, and that's where I pretty much come from, Western Australia. Kimberleys is different from Perth, because Perth is down south, Kimberleys is up north. Yeah. And yeah, I've seen the horizon. It's beautiful up there, man. You can, if you wake up like early enough, you can see what it, like the sun coming up and the sun going down. It's amazing stuff. But that's what I'd see at work all the time, just waking up in the morning, probably like around 4 o'clock, and you see the sun coming up. My hours are long, 12-hour shift on the mine site. It kills you. Yeah, so I do say mate, I don't really say g'day. Flip-flops or wedges, what do I say? I say flip-flops, I don't say wedges. Jumper or sweater, do I say jumper or sweater? I say jumper, I don't say sweater. And overall, what do you think of Australia? I would rather be here because maybe it's just all in my head, maybe I don't know. Maybe because I was born here as well, but it's because of, like, in Australia we get to see what really goes on from my point of view of what everyone else is going on. That's my dog. Everyone else is doing around the world. So yeah. Anyways, I'll just finish it here because my dog's ruining everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Happy Australia Day to everyone, because Australia Day is around the corner. So yay! It's gonna be huge and big, and I don't know what to do. Okay.